Hey, it's Mr. Gold with another ELA hack. This time, it's about text structure. That's RL5 if you're a standard nerd like me. You know, so often when we first go over text structure at the beginning of the year, my students ask this question. Wait, what is structure? Tippy, you must have went to school since the last time we talked because that's a really good question. Thanks. Anyway, that is the question that we always get, that I always get anyway. And so I always start off by talking about the structure of a house and the structure of a school. Let's take a look at both. Okay, these are the houses in my neighborhood. I want you to pause the video and pick out something from the structure of these houses. Let's say you chose roof. Whatever you chose, pause the video again and think about the purpose of that piece of structure. The purpose of the roof is to cover the house, right? Let's take a look at a school. All right, let's take a look at this awning that's right outside my classroom at the school I work at. You see it has a bunch of different things in its structure. Think about something that's in the structure. Maybe you're talking about the door there to the left. You might be talking about the sidewalk that leads up to the awning. Maybe you're talking about the roof over the awning. Maybe you're talking about where the buses come in there on the pavement. Either way, whatever you chose, each piece of structure has a purpose. You can see lights there at the top too. Each piece of structure has a purpose. The purpose of that door on the left is to let people in. The purpose of the pavement running through is so the bus can come in. And the purpose of this opening right here is so that people can see out and air can come in. So you see, just like houses and schools have structure, texts also have structure. So I want you to pause this video and come up with a list of things. Maybe you put the list in the Notes app or on a piece of paper. Come up with a list of things that would be in the structure of a text. Go ahead and pause the video now. If you said things like paragraphs, stanzas, sentences, punctuation, anything like that, you're correct. Wow, Tippy, you are getting really good. Thanks! You gave me a hand. Okay, so now we know what makes up the structure of a text. Let's take a look and dive really deep into the questions that you'll get as it relates to RL5, these text structure questions. Here's the first page of 6th grade nickname game by Korman. Let's read it and figure out how the first paragraph contributes to the section. The substitute teacher must have been 6'5" and solid as an oak tree. He shrugged his massive shoulders out of his warm-up jacket, sounds like me, revealing a barrel chest and giant muscles rippling under his t-shirt. Oh, this is about me. In the back now, Wiley Adamson opened his notebook to a clean page and wrote, King Kong? At the next desk, Jeff Greenbaum examined the paper critically. His brown eyes narrowed, as they always did when he was in deep thought. Deliberately, he reached out his pencil and drew a line through the nickname. Below it, he printed, The Incredible Hulk. All right, sometimes in order to answer these questions, it helps to know the way the test makers want you to think about structure. So I always give my students a copy of these answer stems. Take a screenshot of these answer stems and use them to answer the question about nickname game. All right, here's the question again. How does the first paragraph contribute to the section? Pause the video to answer it. If you said something like the paragraph reveals that the substitute teacher was a big man, which required a nickname like King Kong, you are correct. All right, let's try another one. Look at this poem titled Smart by Shel Silverstein. Pause the video, read it, and answer this question. What effect do lines 20 to 21 have on the poem? You see the line numbers there down the left, and each of the sections is called a stanza. But focus in on lines 20 and 21. So if you answer something like, they suggest that the father, because his face is red, is a little upset that his kid doesn't know much about money, then you're correct. Structure is that simple. Just think of everything you read like a building with many parts, and each part has its own purpose. If you think of it like that, you'll see your RL5 score go up like a skyscraper. I'm Mr. Gold, and that's another ELA hack.